Hello, and a good morning, good afternoon, and a very good evening to you all, the good and wonderful people of the tube. Hope today, hope it's been grand, and all's well in your world. Today, people of tube, we are revisiting the small, but extraordinarily mighty, the extraordinarily stunning, the extraordinarily awesome, majestic, beautiful, fantastic, versatile, incredible sounding NUX Mighty Air. I've had this thing for a while now. It's very kindly sent by NUX for me to review, and literally this goes wherever I am. I've had a lot of mini battery powered small amps in my time, people of the tube, but this one is the best I have ever played through. And literally wherever I am, this is there. I fell in love with this thing very, very quickly when I first got it. I got it in 2020, and like I say, it immediately became like wherever I was, it was. It came with me to France. It got tons of use in France. I was playing on this when I was on the Channel Tunnel, going under the ocean. I was playing away. This is the amp. And literally, I've done so much with this thing, and it's been such an awesome... I cannot recommend these enough. I really can't, put a tube. If you want a nice, easy, portable amp to take around with you, that's easy to program, sounds great, this is perfect. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I said this in the first video, this is the perfect practice amp, bar none. This is the perfect. It's small. It fits in any guitar bag. I've tried all my guitar bags. It fits in. It's small. It fits in your. Yeah. It's just so. I can't. I haven't got the words. I actually don't have a word. This is, in my opinion, and I don't say this often. This is a must-have. In my opinion, I love it. It's like if this one was to die tomorrow, I would buy another one tomorrow. It's as simple as that. It's much in the same way as it is like my Zoom pedals, my Marshall MGs, the Orange CR120s, some of my pedals, some of my guitars, so I can't be without one of these things. And again, when I was in France, my friend Nicole loved it so much, she bought one. And then my friend Marjo loved them so much, she bought one. And so many people I know have bought these things, and I know why. I know why. These things are absolutely stunning. They really are. So when I did my first video on this bit of a tube, I just kind of like did it very, very quickly. And I did it on a room mic. Today, I'm going to show you it with the SM57 close mic'd. And I've actually already done some videos with this thing close mic'd. I did my cover of Hallelujah, which is a while back now. My cover of Hallelujah was just this amp. It was my Oswald Telly plugged straight into this amp. I was using the wireless dongle this amp actually comes with. Which I won't be using today. I'm not a big wireless fan. It feels weird. I like a lead. It feels it's a psychological thing, but it always feels really strange when I don't have a lead plugged in. That's the mail. You got mail. But that was what I used for Hallelujah. I just used a clean channel on this with loads of reverb and mic'd up the SM57 straight into the Zoom, and that was it. And I also did my cover of the song Eleanor Plunkett on this with the bass 6. You know, and that was just this. You know, again, no effects, or apart from the effects that are in the amp. No pedals though, just straight into the amp. And literally, I've got so many other things planned with this amp as well. I can't wait to do them. It's absolutely amazing. I'm not going to talk about the features. I spoke about that in the first video. I'll put the link to actually the first video I did this in the description box below. There's my phone. I'll put that in the description box below so you can kind of see that. If you want to go back and watch that one, I'll talk a bit more about the features of the thing there and talk about this anyway. Today, I just want to kind of show you my main 4 sounds with the SM57 close mic'd, because this thing sounds incredible. So the intro jam, what you heard there was my kind of like spacey sound. It's actually, you have kind of like 3 main guitar sounds and then there's an acoustic channel. I'm actually using the acoustic channel for that sound. And I've basically got like reverb cranked up. I've got like a really long delay and a chorus on there as well. And it's just amazing. And it's I could play around on that sound all day. So I don't know if this will probably pick the camera out, but it's such a gorgeous kind of sound. Let's go there. And again, you're hearing it on the room mic now, so this is no longer the 57. And again, it's not loud. I can talk over it. And again, it's not meant for loud. You know what I mean? It's a practice tool, and it is just the sound is just so inspiring. It's such a three-dimensional sound. It sounds incredible. Like all the notes, the way the effects sound and the reverb, the depth of the sound of the thing is insane. And this is what it sounds like without me doing the volume swells. You can hear a lot of reverb and you hear that kind of like swelling delay. What it is, for the size it is, and the way it is, it's so perfect. Again, and it sounds so good. I really want to do something at the end of this video. I don't know if I'll be able to, PeopleTube, and if there isn't something at the end of this video that's really, really special, then unfortunately I didn't get to do it. But I'm going to try and do something at the end of this video. But I don't think it'll happen. But I'm not going to say what it is just in case. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, and especially not mine. Anyway. But that's the spacey sound I've got. Again, it's the acoustic channel. You have, basically, I think you've got, what is it, 4, 5, 6, I think you've got about 7 channels, savable presets on this thing. Again, I'm not going to go mass into detail, but this also is a bass amp as well. Queen has actually done some videos through this amp with her bass as well. She did one in the same church I did Hallelujah in. She did a Tool kind of, a Tool cover, and it sounded amazing. This thing sounds great for bass and guitar. It's just... It's incredible, and again, it's an amazing like music player as well. I'll play some music through it in a bit and let you hear that as well. But my God, this thing's amazing. It really is. I cannot rave enough about this one. And again, I am forever grateful for Nuex for sending this to me, because it is literally. It has, and I know it sounds a bit kind of cliche to say, but it is a bit life changing, because no matter where I go, I've got an amp that sounds exactly how I want it to sound. You know what I mean? Yeah, granted, it doesn't sound like a 412. It's not going to. Look at it. But it still has the three-dimensional depth and that thing. It's incredible. Anyway, PeopleTube, that's enough waffle. Let's shut up talking. Let me show you the sounds I've got. So let's go back to... I've got 4 sounds to show you today. So this is the clean channel. So I'm going to turn off the room mics and let you hear it on the SM57. Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do, actually, PeopleTube. Let's go through the sounds first with the room, and then I'll show you in the SM57. So, this is the my clean tone. So... And now, SM57 tone. really hope these sounds come across okay. So next tone we've got is like, well, I've got a Univibe, Jimi Hendrixy, Robin Trower kind of tone. So, so again, this is In the Room, people of the tube. That's peeking out the camera, but let's go with it. Anyway, let's switch to the SM57, let you hear it with that. YouTube. So I hope these are coming across okay. Okay, so next sound is basically my full-out distortion tone. So I quickly let you know as well, the clean tone, I was using the Fender Deluxe amp model inside the amp. I'm using the Fender Deluxe for kind of clean, and I'm actually also using a tube screamer to kind of like to kick it over the top. So that kind of bite. That kind of like that kind of thing. That's there's a tube screamer over the top of that. So it's a Fender Deluxe with a tube screamer and a reverb, and also with a tube. I've got it set up so I can add even more reverb by just turning the delay and reverb dial on the end, and it gets me all to in Spaceland. So that's that one. The sound you just heard, Robin Trower, Jimi Hendrixy kind of tone, that's basically the Vox AC30 model inside the amp, and that's basically just that amp model with a Univibe and a reverb and a delay, I think. Yeah, there's a delay on it as well. It's like an analog delay. I absolutely adore that sound, people. Okay, so the mass distortion sound, I'm actually using a Mesa Boogie dual rectifier setting in the amp. It's my favourite one, weirdly enough, because I don't really like Mesa Boogie amps. But it's not the first time I've used a Mesa Boogie amp clone. Excuse me. When I used to use my Zoom G2.1U's distortion basically effect. When I used to use that for distortion, should I say, I used to use a Mesa Boogie Lone Star model they have in there, and I still love that sound in there. But the actual Mesa Boogie amps, I don't like, which is kind of strange. But anyway, I'm using a Mesa Boogie dual rectifier for my main distortion with basically like an overdrive called the morning boost or something like that. I don't know, morning drive. And basically that just kind of kicks it over the edge. I've also got a delay and a reverb on it as well as a noise gate as well, because it's a bit noisy. I've got loads of gain. As you know, PeopleTube, I'm a gain freak. I love lots of gain. But anyway, this is what my high distortion tone sounds like in the room. So, this is what it sounds like on the SM57. Okay, over the tube. So there you go, that's the high gain sound. I do have a noise gate on it, but it's actually set not to kind of like choke the guitar out. So if I play a chord quick, you probably hear the amp hiss. It'll show up in a sec. There, and it kind of goes away and makes it all quiet again. So I've got it not kind of, you know, because sometimes you can get a noise gate and it just literally chokes the sound. But I don't have it set that way. So when you get this amp, PeopleTube, one thing I will say is you have to have the app on your phone. And that literally opens the doors to this amp. As it stands, when you first get it and plug into it, it sounds great. But everything needs tweaking. And being a massive technophobe, when I first found that out, I was like, oh, I don't want to have an app that I use on an amp. I don't like that kind of thing. I'm just an absolute technophobe because I'm useless at that kind of stuff and it always breaks. I'm just basically terrified of, like, you know, I don't like technology. It scares me. I've seen Terminator and that's a documentary. Trust me. It's going to get self-aware one day. Anyway, moving along. But yeah, I was a bit like, ugh, oh God. Anyway, I got the app. And I was so impressed of how easy it was. I was like, even for a technophobe like me, I was like, NUX have nailed this. Because there's so many kind of like apps and stuff that I've tried with like amplifiers, like, you know, the Boss Katana one didn't work for a while. I had to get help from Boss to get it to work. I didn't know what I was doing, and certain other things I've tried over the years where it's like, you know, get this app and you do this and the other, and it's like, oh, I don't understand. I don't want to have to program a spaceship to get a guitar tone. I just want to plug in and just do what I do. And the app for the new X Mighty is so easy to navigate, and just, you know, literally, I haven't changed the settings on this amp for ages. Yeah, they're just I've literally got them written down, and that's what they are. And I basically it's just plug it and go now, because you can save them. So I've got all these 4 presets just saved, so I don't ever have to think about it ever again. Once they're saved and set, that's it. Happy days. It's very easy. So it's amazing. So moving on to the last sound, like I say, you did hear it in the intro jam, but I'll show you again, PeopleTube. And also me waffling at the beginning, is my space sound. Like I say, this is set up over the acoustic simulator, and you can hear it's got a kind of acoustic-y kind of sound. But I've got so much reverb on it, and the chorus as well, and a delay. I think it's an analog delay. No, it's a digital delay. Sorry, the analog delay was on the Jimi mode. But I just like this sound for kind of ambient stuff. Like if I'm sat and I just want to kind of create ambient volume swells, or even not volume swells, you know, it's really nice to kind of like combine the two. Like you can. It's just amazing. And again, the delay, how it just fades out is just so good. And you get this when you change it before it fades out all the way. Which, yeah, why would you not want that sound? Let's go and do it again. So, how cool is that? And again, all these sounds were so easy to program on this thing. Like I say, this is just, like I say, wherever I am, this thing is as well. I take it everywhere. And like I say, I've done all sorts with it. Like I said, I've recorded those 2 cover songs I did for the channel, and I've done other bits and pieces with it, and I mainly use it as a practice thing, because it's the ultimate practice thing. Because one thing I do love to do is, because you can connect your phone to it really easily, because you just click on the app and it automatically connects, which I like as well. You don't even have to turn on your Bluetooth. It just goes, Bluetooth enable? Yes, please. And then all of a sudden you're just in any second, just connecting. I need to update, but I'm not going to update because I love the way it is. Anyway, of course this is where it... Oh no, it does work. So yeah, basically now, for a second now, I was like, this is where it doesn't work because I'm on camera, but it has actually worked. So now I can go from clean to Univibe sound, Jimmy sound, distortion, and then I've got my trippy mode. And again, these are all, and again, just to give you an idea, like you can see the app. So you've got, like, you know, that's the amp mode. So you can see deluxe reverb, hopefully, and that's how I've got the EQ set. This is the tube screamer that I've got set over the top of that. I've got an IR, you know, speaker emulation over top of that as well, which is the 1968, and I've got my reverb as well. So that's basically how I've got the clean setup, and it's just insane. It's just insane what you can do with this thing. Another thing I love doing more than anything. And again, this is another thing, PeopleTube, that, like, for practice, this is amazing. So I'm just connecting Bluetooth, and I'm going to click on YouTube, Adsville, as it should be renamed. And let's go for a backing track. Guitar backing track. So I'm guessing, hopefully I shouldn't get copyright for any of these, because if they're free backing tracks, that should be alright, right? He says, let's pick a backing track. Come on. Can we do that one? Probably not. I don't know. I'm going to try something, and if there's a massive cut here, people of the tube, you know why. Okay, people tube. So if that didn't work, then well, I don't want to say YouTube's copyright law things. Anyway, I understand, but it's annoying nonetheless. Anyway, I'm going to do something else at the end as well. But people tube, I cannot rave enough about this little thing here. I mean, look at the size of it. I can only block it. I can. Look, if I put my hand there, you can no longer see it. It disappears, and then it's back, and then it's gone, then it's back, but gone, back. I love it. I cannot rave highly enough about the new X Mighty Air. This thing is actually insane. It's so good. It really is amazing. So, you know, go and try one, people with Tube. You have to try one of these things. And like I say, with the app, it just makes like the world open. It's actually insane. But yeah, absolutely incredible. I cannot thank Nuix enough for sending this to me in 2020. It really made lockdown so much nicer. And again, I can just take this thing anywhere and it sounds amazing. I can practice with backing tracks, hopefully like you just heard, fingers crossed and all that. It's just so much fun. Okay, so anyway, PooperTube, I'm going to get off now. I'm going to leave you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope the sounds came across okay as well. But I wanted to revisit this amp because it's just incredible. Absolutely incredible. And like I say, if this one broke tomorrow, I'd be buying another one immediately. It's as simple as that. I basically can't be without these things. I really can't. They've come with me to hotels, they came with me to France, they've been with me everywhere, they've been out and about in all sorts of weather conditions and all sorts of stuff, and I just love it. This one is absolutely a beast, and it's just literally one of my favourite amps of all time. And to me, like I said in the first video, this is the perfect practice amp. It really is. I absolutely love this thing. I would not trade it for anything. I really wouldn't. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this vid, PooperTube. If you like the videos I do here, please consider becoming a patron at Patreon. Links to that in the description box below. Other than that, I'll see you again very soon for another one. Have a great morning, afternoon, good evening until then, and goodbye now. Thanks for watching.